Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Doom Report for Monday, January 5th, 2026. The UN is currently having an emergency meeting on the strikes of the U.S. on Venezuela. China has condemned Maduro's capture, no really big surprise there. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announces he will not seek re-election. That's interesting. Wonder if that's maybe a plea bargain kind of thing. Denmark tells Trump to stop the threats about Greenland. Nicolas Maduro and his wife will appear in the courthouse for the first appearance on drug trafficking charges today. One person is in custody after vandalizing J.D. Vance's Cincinnati home. NPR is reporting that after the Venezuela attack, Cuba watches the U.S. warily. Well, yeah, they're probably on the radar, along with Colombia. Trump intervention warning over Iran protest is reckless, says the Iranian foreign minister. Well, we warned them that if they start unaliving protesters that we were going to step in, and, they've been unaliving protesters. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that and see where this goes over the next week or so. There's been protest and vandalism outside the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City over the Venezuela attack and the arrest of President Maduro. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth will travel to Newport News, Virginia to visit shipbuilding yards in his Arsenal of Freedom tour to help rally the nation. Pete Hegseth has started proceedings to cut Senator Mark Kelly's military retirement pay over seditious video. And you've probably heard by now, but Trump said that the U.S. is in charge of Venezuela. This is all about not so much keeping oil for ourselves, but keeping it away from China and Russia, as well as making sure we're stocked up just in case we end up in a big war, which it seems like everybody's kind of picking sides and getting ready to go, so who knows? The Iranian protest enters the 9th day as Trump renews intervention threats. Senator Schumer criticizes Trump's decision to strike Venezuela, saying it's a violation of the law. Listen, it might be. I don't know if it is or not. I know he kind of used a loophole. But I think everybody can agree Maduro was a bad dude, so we did what we did. New redesigned coins marking the nation's 250th birthday begin circulation today, so if you're kind of a coin hunter like I am, that's something to look out for. Trump says that the Ukraine did not target Putin's residence in a drone strike, as the Kremlin claims. The Cuban president says 32 Cuban citizens were killed in the U.S. raid and arrest on Venezuela's Maduro. Elon Musk's Starlink offers free internet access in Venezuela following the U.S. strikes and Maduro's arrest. Holocaust survivor Eva Scholz, stepsister of Anne Frank, has died at age of 96. Protest over AI and the climate crisis leave tens of thousands without power in Berlin, Germany. All 116 people injured in the Swiss resort fire have been identified. Many travelers are stranded in the Caribbean after the U.S. operation in Venezuela canceled flights. South Korea's Lee Myung meets China's Xi as he seeks to reset ties. I don't really think we want South Korea and China hooking up together, but like I said, everybody's picking sides. There was a very, very large offensive by Russia in Ukraine yesterday. North Korea's Kim Jong-un says the latest missile test involved hypersonic weapon systems. China seeks to enhance ties with Ireland to boost relations with the European Union. Gunmen unalived at least 30 villagers and abducted others during a raid in northern Nigeria. There's just wars everywhere right now. The Baltic countries are on alert after a series of suspicious underwater cable outages. The UK and France bombed an ISIS-armed bunker in Syria. The BBC has reported that U.S. oil companies gain after capture of Venezuela's Maduro. SpaceX has launched its first Starlight satellite of 2006 on a new Falcon 9 rocket. Hundreds of iceberg earthquakes are shaking and crumbling the end of Antarctica's Doomsday Glacier. Ooh. The rise of falling space junk hitting airplanes is on the rise, experts warn. That's just great. And the superflu is rising rapidly nationwide, driven by this new variant. According to a report, Charlie Victor 19 is still unaliving a disturbing number of Americans, studies find. And scientists find that drinking black coffee actually slows down aging in certain groups. All right, baby, I'm immortal. New super scary fungus already detected in Connecticut, experts warn. Ooh, we're calling this doom fungus. So all that adds up to, yeah, we got wars, rumors of wars. Prepper Now went through a list of all the confrontations that are going on right now, and it was just a mile long, I swear. So between that and the measles and the super flu and everything else, 2026 is not starting with a bang. I don't know if we're going to end up in lockdowns or anything crazy like that again, but I wouldn't rule it out. And it seems like the war is coming. I don't know if it'll be this year or not, but everybody's kind of shoring up their part of the world and picking sides and, making alliances and things like that. So this is definitely looking like it possibly coming down the pike at some point in time. I don't know if it'll be this year or next year or maybe even 2028, but it does seem like it's headed that way. So guys, just stay focused, keep prepping, keep doing the things. Let's make this year a good year, because I don't know what the future is going to hold after this year. So, keep doing the things. Don't wait for SHTF, because it's not going to wait for you. Have a good week, guys. Happy Monday. I know I got to go back to work too. And we will see you all tomorrow.